In this problem, we're going to use the graphing calculator to conduct a t-test. So let's read the problem together and see what they're asking us to do. It says the average undergrad cost for tuition, fees, room, and board at two-year colleges 5 years ago was $13,252. This year, a random sample of 20 schools had a mean adjusted for inflation of $15,560 and a standard deviation of $3,500. Use a 1% significance level to test the claim that tuition, fees, and room and board adjusted for inflation at two-year colleges has risen over the past 5 years. All right, so just like before, if you're using the graphing calculator to solve a hypothesis testing problem, there are certain steps you must still do by hand. The first, of course, is to express the claim symbolically. So here it says, test the claim that tuition, fees, room and board at two-year colleges has risen over the past 5 years. Well, 5 years ago, it was $13,252. So if we're saying it's risen, that means the mean amount has gone up. It is now greater than $13,252. Okay, so I'm going to use that as my claim. You can see I've already written that down for us, right? So I have the claim. That means HO and HA can be expressed from there. So since it has a greater than symbol, we're going to assume that the claim is the same as HA. And for HO, we're going to use the mean is less than or equal to, so 13,252. Okay, now from there we're going to enter the data that was given in the problem. Now they had said in the problem that they looked at 20 schools, so the N is 20. The X bar for that group was $15,560. And the standard deviation, they said, was 3,500. Then finally, they used a 1% significance level, so that's going to be alpha of 0.01. Okay, so now we have our data. Our next step is then to use the calculator to give us the test stat and the p-value, which will help us conduct the test itself. All right, so put our graphing calculator up. And we're going to turn it on. And here's how we find our t-test. We're going to press the stat key. We're going to arrow over to where it says test, and it's going to be option 2 for the t-test. So we take option 2, we press enter. We're going to highlight stats because we have summary statistics. We don't have the raw data, the original data. So we'll highlight stats, come down here, enter the number that you find in HO. That little sub-zero there is telling us to look at HO. So we get 13,252. And then come down to the next level and put in the sample mean, which is 15,560. So 15,560. And then from there, enter the standard deviation, which is 3,500. So 3,500. And then finally, the N is 20 for us. So N is 20. All right, and then come down here and highlight the proper symbol for HA. So greater than would be that symbol. So we'll come over to here, hit enter for the greater than symbol. And then finally, calculate. And when we do that, it gives us our t-test stat. Our t-test stat is 2.95, right? So we can tell that our test stat t is 2.95, and it gives us the p-value. And it tells us the p-value in this problem is actually 0.0041. 0.0041. Okay, that's good. That's all we need from the calculator now, because with this p-value, we can compare it against alpha and come up with our initial conclusion. So the p-value of 0.0041 is clearly less than the alpha value of 0.01. And remember, whenever p-value is small, we reject HO. So if the p-value is less than alpha, reject HO and therefore support HA. And then finally, how that affects the claim is, of course, that we're saying we support HA. And since the claim is the same as HA, we're saying we support the claim. So essentially, we're saying that it is true that the mean price at two-year colleges has increased over the past 5 years.